My top 5 heavyweights. Like past videos, you can see 6 through 10 on the description. We're going to start off with number 5 in Tim Sylvia. Last fight was the submission loss to Vera, which he was beating him. Still Vera caught him that guillotine. Was beating some really tough guys like Vera, Arlovski twice, Sweario Silva, Jeff Munson. Be fighting Fedor Emelianenko on the July 19th card, on the affliction ban card. He could win that fight by using his jab. He's trying to stay away from Fedor, but I don't see that. I think Fedor should win. Number 4, we got Fabricio Verdum. Beat his last 2 opponents in Gonzaga and Vera by TKO. He's beaten other top guys like Alexander Emelianenko, Alistair Overeem, and Roman Zenzov. I think for his next fight, because the UFC belt's going to be in limbo for so long with Tough 8, I think he should fight Czech Congo. Actually, I do think this is good for the division. It will make a clear contender come out of this with the belt being up. Maybe Randy comes back. Who knows? Number 3, we got Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira. He's the UFC interim champ. He's beaten some top guys like Tim Sylvia, Heath Herring 3 times, Crow Cop, Fabricio Verdum, Josh Barnett. Be fighting Frank Mir after Tough 8. Number 2, we got Randy Couture. Hasn't fought since August of last year. If he doesn't fight again by the end of next month, he'll be out of my rankings because he hasn't fought in a year. But he's beaten some big names in the sport by coming out of retirement and beating Tim Sylvia and Gabriel Gonzaga at 44 years old. Who does that? He's beaten Vitor Belfort twice, Chuck Liddell, and Tito. To be honest with you, I really like to see that fight with Fedor. I think he's one of the guys that can come in and give Fedor a run for his money because he always comes in with a smart game plan. He's one of the best fighters that are out there. I mean, just look at some of the guys he's beat. I mean, Chuck Liddell knocked him out twice, but he was going through a lot of stuff, and he retired. He came back and beat Tim Sylvia, dominated Tim Sylvia, and then dominated Gabriel Gonzaga. 2 guys that were supposed to run over Randy. Number 1, we got Fedor Emelianenko. Hasn't lost in the last 8 years. He's beaten some of the top guys like Minotauro Nogueira, Heath Herring, Babalu, Kevin Randleman, Mirko Krokop, Mark Hunt. His next fight will be July 19th on the affliction ban card where they fight Tim Sylvia. Like I said before, Tim Sylvia could possibly win this fight by using his jab and staying away from Fedor. But I see Fedor getting him down to the ground and submitting him. I mean, Fedor's got some 6 submissions. I mean, he's really powerful striker too, but I mean, just face it, Tim doesn't have the ground game like Fedor does, and Fedor will submit him. Those are my top 5. Let me know what you guys